On the switch, Luka's got the big on him, tries the three, and hits it! The first of many to come for Luka Doncic.
I just watched Luka make his debut for the Lakers, and I'm not going to hold anyone. Here's what I saw. Luka did look a bit out of shape and overweight, but nothing that was too concerning. He still looked like Luka. He just looked like a player that hasn't been out on the court since Christmas. It definitely looked like a guy playing his first game on a new team. There were a few mix-ups, especially when passing, but he did make a few plays that only Luka can make. We saw him make one of his signature jab step-back threes, and just his presence alone really affected how the Jazz played defense, and it opened up opportunities for the Lakers role players. LeBron was really the one that did most of the heavy lifting in this game, but the Lakers just dominated from start to finish. And these next few weeks, as Luka starts to get comfortable, are going to be so much fun to watch. So in this video, I want to go more in depth and talk about the debut that it was for Luka. I want to talk about what the outlook of the rest of the season is for LA. I want to talk about the Mark Williams trade that got vetoed due to a physical, but is still up in the air as the Hornets try to get the league to dispute their decision, and so much more. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and with your support, I believe that we can get there super fast. Alright, so in Luka's long-awaited debut, in a night where every seat had a free Luka shirt on it, and fans partied all weekend and day long, Luka was on a minutes restriction, but not a large one. And the Lakers from the jump took it to the worst team in the league in the Utah Jazz. The Lakers won this game 132 to 113, but the final score was a lot closer than the game actually was. Luka had 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists in 23 minutes on the court. He was not bad by any means, and he made a few no-look passes and would have had a much better and cleaner stat line if he was on the same page with some of his teammates, but that takes time. I know the NBA is a business and players get traded and move from team to team all the time, but the last thing Luka could have ever expected was to be traded, especially in the fashion he was with no prior notice. So I'm sure he is still dealing with a lot of raw emotions and is still in shock. It could take him weeks to really settle in, but once he does, I think him and LeBron are gonna get cooking, and it's gonna be something. Getting into some game film, I think LeBron leading transition and kicking it back to Luka at the top of the key is going to be unstoppable. And it's going to open up some free layups for Bron, because when Luka gets the ball like this, he usually doesn't shoot it, but defenses just can't stop his drive. Because it's so slow and methodical, he can shoot floaters leading in any direction, he can make floaters through contact, and like we saw right here, he can at the last second turn his floaters into a lob. And even without Mark Williams for now, and maybe potentially they will never get him, guys like Jackson Hayes and Vanderbilt are really going to enjoy these free lobs. And here we have that signature step back three, and what should be the first of many. I just know Mavs fans were sick watching this. I can't believe how bad Nico Harrison stabbed Alla Dallas in the back. It's gonna come back to bite that organization. I just don't know how you guard that. The 3 most unguardable shots in the league are anything Nikola Jokic shoots, the LeBron FU 3, and then Luka's step back. And the Lakers have 2 on their team, which is just crazy. And it's gonna be non-stop once JJ Redick figures out the rotations and is able to stagger minutes. And real fast, I know everyone gives credit to LeBron all the time, but I still don't feel like people realize just how crazy it is for LeBron to be putting up this type of production at age 40. He looks like he's in his prime. Efficiency-wise, he is playing some of the best ball of his career, and he's still a hustler on defense. And one of the announcers from this game made a good point. He was not intending to throw any kind of shade on Luka in saying this, but he mentioned that Luka watching a 40-year-old do all this on the defensive end could inspire him to be better. And I think that actually could be facts. Next up, this pass was insane. Luka gets by his defender with ease, and once he gets to the paint, the world is his oyster. He can take the floater, he can pass it inside, or he can pass it outside. Well, how about looking to Austin Reeves and then throwing it to the corner? There are only a few players in the league with this type of IQ, and plays like this is why I think the Lakers are now contenders, even with no center. Because we are watching 2 of the greatest passers and smartest players the game has ever seen play together. As long as the role players are studying film and knocking down open shots, it's over for the league. And then for the last play I want to show you, look at the eyeballs and how much traffic Luka draws when he drives. And remember, this is the supposed overweight and out of shape version of Luka. He drives in, and once he gets near the basket, all 5 defenders have their eyes glued to him. And Luka makes this pass look so easy, but it's not easy. From ground level, there's no way he was able to see Rui, but he made a perfect pass to set him up for the wide open 3. I really do think being on a team with both LeBron and Luka is a dream for a role player. I think we are going to see Rui, we're going to see Austin Reeves, even Jackson Hayes. I think all these guys are going to become the best versions of themselves. And I think JJ Redick is going to become a better coach, because now he has access to 2 of the greatest minds in basketball. Looking at some of the final stats from this game outside of Luka, LeBron only played 29 minutes, but he still almost had a triple-double with 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists. He did have 7 turnovers, but I felt like he was really trying to get Luka involved, and he was making some crazy shots. And his 10 for 17 shooting made up for the turnovers. All the Lakers starters in this game were in double figures, and Rui had 21 and 6, and Austin Reeves had 22 points, carrying over his hot streak to this game. And he grabbed 6 big rebounds with 4 assists. Off the bench, Jordan Goodwin had 17 and proved why he needs to hang around. And not only did he have 17, he had 8 rebounds as well on an ultra efficient 8 of 11 shooting. And Gabe Vincent, who could be a major piece for depth, had 11 points and 4 assists. I was really impressed with how the Lakers played. I know they were playing the 12-win Jazz, but in a game like this with all the hype, it's easy to get caught up in the moment and play down to the opponent. But they didn't do that, and LeBron would never allow that to happen. I feel like this is the perfect time for the All-Star break to happen. The Lakers will face the Jazz one more time, and then they will get a week off to settle down and figure things out. And this time off will allow Luka to continue to get healthy and also get his conditioning up. Because if he wants to play 35 plus minutes a game, he needs to get back in shape. But I know he will. I mean, he's got access to LeBron, who definitely should be able to give him some tips. But the main thing that Luka needs to worry about is getting back to 100%. The fitness will come as he starts to play more. I mean, all you do in basketball is run and move laterally. It's definitely an exciting time to be a Lakers fan. With AD, they were playing good basketball, but there was a bit of a tension surrounding the team, knowing that all the chips were in the middle of the table and it was now or never to win a championship because of the age and not having picks. But now all of a sudden, the Lakers are set now and also in the future. And I think that takes a lot of the pressure off JJ Redick and a lot of the pressure off the front office. Obviously, they still want to win right now and will do whatever possible to do so, but it's not like we are about to enter a decade of misery if they don't. And heck, I still think LeBron has 2 good years left in him at this rate, but who knows. Here's what some of the guys had to say after this win in their post-game interviews.
Being special, the way they received me, everybody, it was amazing to see. I was a little nervous before. I remember when was the last time I was nervous before the game. So, but once I stepped on the court, it was fun, and just being out there again felt amazing.
And everybody in the world knows what kind of player he is. You know, he does everything on the offensive end. He was competing defensively tonight. So, yeah, we're very excited to continue to grow, and you know, together create that relationship on and off the court to be a better team.
That's really all I got for this video. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about Luka's debut, if you were able to catch this game. I know it was late, especially for the East Coast, but yeah, if you made it to this point in the video and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.